part two. That's part two of the what I called a blooper. Seem to be doing a bit better now, but the video in it will probably make a mess, so I'll say note. Right. Come out to 3. Lock the carriage. Zero Y. Wind the carriage back. I haven't got my toothbrush today. It's back up in the bathroom. Right, back to 0. And 2.5 millimeters. 2.34. Lot of play on this wheel. Look at that. There's 1.5 millimeter play on that brass nut. Yep. Doesn't matter because of the arrow. It may be a job for later because you can't buy that nut anymore apparently. So it'd have to be made. There was a guy making them. And he does them for M1 and P-type, but not for the senior light. 2.5 million, 1.5 down. So, what is it we're using? Get this right. 12. It'll be imperial. And that cutter's a 4-flute slot mill, HSS steel, and it is 5/16. Comes a job a lot second hand, but like new, in really good condition. 0. I could run back over at work actually, but I'm not. I'm going in 2.5 mil each time, and the depth of cut, I'm sure it would either 1.5 or 2. And just to clean up, because I'd actually use the slitting saw. It's just over 1.5 mil deep. I mean, I could probably take deeper cuts, but maybe when I get used to it a little bit more. It's still all new to me. Right, I'm going to pause it and come from the other side. I'm going to move the camera. Probably just to show a little bit more. I've got a parallel and a piece of welding wire at the back, and it's pushed against the back face and the parallel and tapped down onto it. I've been told this is the best way. I must admit this, it has got gibs on it and it seems good. I do need to strip it and have a good look at it, but it does lift a fraction, and I think they all do. I think this is the whole idea of this idea, is that you get a fraction of a lift. So if you'd put two parallels on here, the back one would probably be loose. You won't get a parallel face. I suppose it's down to micro thous. So, but yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just facing top of that off. I'd cut this with a slitting saw. It was dug rough. Spent ages doing it with a slitting saw. I haven't damaged the saw though. I'll show you the one I used. Which is this one. Quite a good one. Sherwood. Quality Cutting Tools, England. It hasn't damaged it at all, but that arbor, bit wobbly, not perfect, so I don't know where that come from. The shaft's perfect, but when it gets to the end of it, it's a bit wobbly. So the trouble is with the slitting saw is you want it to be cutting all the way around, and it wasn't, so it was a bit arduous. So it might have been better if I'd have used the milling machine and milled it as opposed to using a milling machine and using slot. So here we go again. Right, so where were we? We've done 5mm, sorry. Come back to 7.5. I'm just taking it in 2.5 at a time. 7. That's nearly enough. just a bit quicker returning with this button. It's the high speed of the wiper motor. Just had the front of the panel off and changed wires around because it was returning the wrong way. $10mm. Keep yourself occupied somehow, aren't you, with this blooming coronavirus? I've been told I'm at high risk, supposed to stay in for 12 weeks. Need a little vacuum set up on here. Just gonna vacuum on here while it's cutting. See. So that tells you, vacuum cleaner on's loads better, but it's noisy. You do with a little extractor unit, one little snail fans. You fit it next door and run a duct through. It needs a little thin machine in a little cup to sit there, doesn't it? With suction on it. No good blowing it off, it ends up everywhere. Then you crunch it into your feet and you walk in the house. Basically one of those. So I've got that to do, which yeah, that'll be fun. I mean, that when you look at the finishing, I mean, the Chinese, but you know, it's like a ground finish. Is that you're never going to get a finish like that? But yeah, so that's the idea, and that's going to be a little bit deeper that way. I'll show you why. Again, on my thoughts, but that's one. That's actually one with the groove in the bottom, the 102. That'll take a boring bar. That's one, looks that's got the groove in the bottom to accommodate your boring bar. But the reason I'm making it deeper is it sticks out, look. I just thought it'd be better if it accommodated the whole holder, and I have got some bigger ones of these that I could mill the top down on and still have the width of the meat. So that's going to be deeper if it ever ends up as what I want it to be. And it'll copy it up, and let me, I probably will. Right, 15. I'm not going exact, I mean that's 15.055 millimeters, 15.055, but that's near enough. Okay, again, we're running out. You can see it from there, probably not. 784, 826. Getting them chips away. Yeah, definitely need a little vacuum unit. I'm thinking about a little drip lube as well. Just a little oil one, not a spray, because the spray one apparently you're breathing it in and it's not good for a coolant system. This will take it, it's got the tank and everything in the bottom. Although I need to get pumped, but it's going to be everywhere. So I don't think that's a good idea either. I was thinking of a small tube that came down and ended up near there, like a Scott oiler on a motorbike for the chain. 17.5. Yeah, just a little drip with your cutting oil in. Just put a little regulator up here. Could do it in maybe quarter copper. I've got all benders, so I can make a neat job of it. Okay, I'm back. So what am I doing now? I'm where am I can grab that torch, which is somewhere. Maybe not. This is the other side I'm cutting for the tool holder. This is set at 6mm, so I've raised the knee up. I've got the quill right to the top and locked. Didn't want to use that, so I've brought the knee up to 6mm, which is just slightly above where I want to finish at, so I can always take a fine pass at the end if I cock this up. So yeah, 6mm deep, and I'm only going 2mm deep at a time because of that depth. I don't want to push my luck. I've disconnected the power drive. I'm going to do it by hand because if I go up wrong I can get out quickly. That's my idea anyway. So I've done first pass, set at 2mm up there, so I'm going to draw that back to 4 and then we'll take another cut. So slacken Y, pull it back to 4, I'll lock it back up, some jungle juice. And let's have a go. Get rid of them. Turn the handle right way to help. This is just Clark's machine mark cutting oil, a litre of it. Seems alright, smokes well, the machine's old enough to smoke, so Okay, so lovely and smooth. There's no point in me keeping this video running, cutting all that. So what I'll do is I'll come back when I get to the end for the last bit. Okay. So the last bit now. Not much left to do. Getting very squeaky. I don't know whether this cutter's blunt or whether I'm not going fast enough or slow enough. I ain't got a clue. We'll see. So I don't rip my fingers to bits. I'm just going to file this edge off too. Nice. Lovely. So that should be just about, yeah. Now I cut that slightly high so I could do a finishing pass on it, but you know, without a fly cutter I don't think you could get a better finish. So that's probably going to stay like that. That's okay. No, that's great. Really happy with it. I'm going to do another video when I start to cut. I've that slot to cut in it. Got to get that in right place. But I think what I should do first is this dovetail, because if I mess that up, it's a write-off. So I don't want to start cutting a slot in and then go and make a mess of putting a dovetail in. So probably I'd be better off having a go at doing dovetail next. Not sure how to approach it, but that's got a relief in the bottom. Just looks like it's not as deep, so it looks like it's been milled or whatever, or ground deeper there, and then they've come in with the fly cutter. So I'll take these inside measurements first and slot cut to get all that meat out of there, all the metal out of there, and then have a go with these dovetails. And there's some fancy, if you can see it, I've got camera in the right spot, there's some fancy like chamfers on there to do as well. So we'll see. Might have to sharpen a tool up for doing that, or an old drill. So yeah, so that'll be next job. Thanks for watching. I will continue it when I do the dovetail. Thank you. Right. I'm on it. putting this on just to show something that I'm sure everybody does, but it's something I'm going to have to try and get into the habit of doing, and that's to place a little piece of wood or something underneath there when I release this collet chuck, so the bits don't fall out and drop, because when you start on slackening this, nothing happens, the bit's still tight till it gets to there, then it suddenly drops. There you go. So I'm getting into the habit of doing that. Little piece of wood underneath, just so that it don't fall and drop onto anything and damage. Apparently they do chip really easy to these little milling tools. Very tough but very fragile. Well, that still looks all good. It doesn't look to have any wear on it. Ooh, maybe a cat's nudge just on that one there. Oh, on that one as well. Yeah, there's a right little bit. As I say, they were second hand, they had been used. They're the Clarkson ones with the thread on, but I haven't got the holders for them, so I'm having to use a collet chuck. That type. This is an ER25. They work really good though, I've not had any bother with them. So I'm going to clean up, vacuum and everything. Anyway, thanks for that little bit, just thought I'd show you. 13 or 15 quid for this length, which were 300mm I think it was. I thought I could get 4 out of it. So yeah, I spent hours today, look, slicing that block off top of that with slitting saw. It took forever. What a slow job that was. Yeah, been better off going to depth with milling and doing some passes with milling machine on a slot mill, I suppose. Right, hope it's been informative for anybody who is new to milling like I am. I've made loads of mistakes, and each time I make one I try not to make that same mistake again. Yeah, I'm pleased with my machine now, yeah, really happy with it. It's turned out really well. It's a big beefy thing. I mean, I know the Chinese ones, a lot of them are tabletop. I mean, this has got the great cabinet, and it's actually got been plugged off, but there's the, look at all the mess under there. There's the holes there for the pump to go in inside there if you wanted to do it. But I mean, look at that dovetail there. I mean, this is the knee, solid cast iron. That, whatever, it took 2 of us to lift that back into there when we got it home. Yeah, they are a very substantial piece of kit if you can find one for the right money, but they're very, very rare. I don't know how many they're made. I should imagine most of them will have gone to the scrapyard when engineering died. I suppose lots of little small engineering shops had machines like this. Obviously with big Bridgeports and, you know, your big stuff for big workshops, but only little small workshops probably had one like this or similar. Little machine shops that went bust when all engineering died. And unfortunately, they all got sent to the scrapyard. Nobody wanted them. Weighed in for cast iron. What a shame. I mean, how much would that be now? If anybody knows what they think that would be now if it were brand new and it's just been made, British made, what total money would be looking at? I don't know. 11 grand? 10? I don't think you'd be much under 10, do you? I wouldn't think so. Because I mean, there's a lot of work gone into them. Beautifully done, beautifully made, everything. Everything's superb. The only thing I knock about it is that motor's 1/2 horsepower, and it is easy to install. It's 3-phase. I mean, that says on it, made in the USSR. So how old is that motor? When did they stop calling it USSR? A long time ago. Oh, that's me, taco. If anybody wants to put a taco on, quite easy to do. You got your taco there, your cable, sensor in there, on a disc. It was dead easy to do. I haven't spent a lot. I mean, this didn't cost much to do. Everything I've done hasn't cost a lot of money to do because I've done it myself. But I think most expensive would have been that when it was new, that DRO. Lovely thing though. Yeah, I did an array of holes with it other week and it was dead good. I didn't think I'd be able to, but I managed to work it out. There's an instruction manual with it. Yeah, thanks for looking. Maybe I'll post some more. I've been bollocked for putting these on YouTube. Apparently I'm giving engineering a bad name. But wait, what the hell. See you all later.